Welcome to Amy Kardashian and the Expert Show, where the experts share their knowledge, wisdom, and powerful insights to help you transform your business and personal life. This show is about real education and beyond. My guest today, she's going to talk to us about how to develop bulletproof confidence. That is a really good subject. And my guest name, I should introduce your name first, right? My guest name is Faye. Kitariev. Can you help me with your last name?
Absolutely. Okay.
Kitariev. That's pretty unique.
Yeah, people usually just call me Coach Faye.
Oh, Coach Faye. Okay, well that's probably easier to go to Coach Faye. You are great coach. So can you give us a little bit your background, and so we can understand how could you help us with having bulletproof confidence?
Absolutely. Well, my background actually begins with coaching competitive figure skating for over 25 years, and I coached an Olympic silver medalist, Sasha Cohen, in 2006, and she didn't win the silver medal. She lost the gold. Okay. And that was the big reason how I started really paying more attention to mental game, because at that point in my life I was really focused on developing the physical skills of the sport, and I didn't really understand the importance of mental training. And then my student was second at the Olympics. Nice. Because she made a mistake.
Okay.
And everything.
Well, not nice, because she was first, right?
She was supposed to be first.
Okay, she became second.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Well, many people would say she won the silver, but she knows she didn't win the silver. Mm-hmm. She lost the gold, and that's a huge difference.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Some people win the silver. They did their best, and they were second, and they're happy. That's different than losing the gold medal.
Yes, of course. It's a huge difference. Yeah.
So that was the beginning of it, and I went on a journey to look for myself afterwards, and I went back to school, and I was studying sports psychology first, master's degree in sports psychology, and then I kind of felt that there was a limit to sports psychology, and so I went back to school and I got my master's degree in spiritual psychology. And started coaching, wrote the book, Choreography of Awakening, I have it right here, mm-hmm. and wrote the book, and all of a sudden skating kind of went away, and I realized that no longer I am skating coach, I'm now life skating coach.
Life coach, yeah, that's pretty good way to put it.
Right.
But so it's, because of that, you had turning point in your life to say, okay, I could take my coaching skills and I could turn it around to even coach people about their life, how to have a confidence, because everything starts with confidence. Would
Absolutely.
You agree?
Yes.
Okay, so how did you start, and what would you recommend for us to have bullet point proof confidence?
Well, many people have misconceptions about confidence. They think that if they're going to train their skills, if they're going to get better at their skills, they're going to have more confidence. Well, the truth of the matter is, my student, Sasha Cohen, she was the best in the world. I mean, she trained and trained and trained and trained. And so to say that she didn't train enough
is not true.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but she lost that gold medal.
Okay.
So obviously that training is not enough. Mm-hmm. And confidence is something completely different other than competence in your skill. So you can have competence in your skill and still not have confidence in your own authentic self. So the major point in developing confidence is really realizing and understanding who you are all the way deep inside. Most of the people, and I say most of the people, the truth is I have never met one person yet mm-hmm. who didn't have a struggle in some way with their self-worth.
That's just something everyone have. Just, no matter what we say, we do have that somewhere, we have to work on that.
Right, okay. Right. And so that was the biggest kind of like a down point, an Achilles heel, you could say, that if you have a hint of unworthiness somewhere inside of you. Even, I mean, you can be a billionaire, you can have everything. That really is just a cover, because some people may have absolutely nothing
and have a lot of confidence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like I would look at, I mean, I'm gonna take it like way out of like ordinary, but to take someone like Buddha or like Jesus, or like people like that, they probably were completely confident, fully.
Holy.
Right.
Complete.
Right. It's just knowing exactly who you
they
are.
are.
Authentically, and knowing that no amount of achievement, no amount of stuff that you have in your life is going to change who you are. And I've been working with so many athletes, and not just athletes, entrepreneurs, and people struggle with disappointments. As soon as they make a mistake, they're like, not good enough. But the truth is, if you take a little baby, like a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, they walk, they fall, they stand up, they walk. I mean, they're completely fully confident. It doesn't change their identity from what they're doing, how they're moving in life.
Sure.
And I usually, it's really actually kind of funny that I work with some athletes and they've been training for many years, and you ask them, well, tell me, how in the world did you get worse after 20 years of intense practice? And they look at me like confused, like, what do you mean I got worse? Well, when you started, you had confidence and you were good enough, and now you have improved so much, and now you're worse than you've been before.
Why you think is that?
Well, it's the conditioning and beliefs that people develop about themselves, about the world, about society, and then they just start believing that. They forget who they truly are. And so my job is to help people to reconnect with their authentic self and find that truth within them.
Okay, so here we're telling them we want to help them how to develop bulletproof confidence. How would you do that? What would you tell them they need to do in order to have that bulletproof confidence?
Sure. Well, honestly, you can tell people anything you want.
Sure.
Finding that confidence is an experience, so you can't just tell people what to do. Some people just go out, they go to seminars, they read books, but none of this is going to actually help them to find that. It's actually the practice and changing and discovering the beliefs that they're holding within themselves. So my job is to help them uncover what it is that they're actually holding about themselves and work through the process. Some of it is self-forgiveness, of buying into the belief that this is what I am when the truth is that's not who I am, and really connecting to their true soul, because our true soul is our divine being, part of God within us, and that's who we are. And when we forget that God is within us and that's who I am, how can you be anything but confident?
So the first step you're saying to do is to believe God in us, and we are holy. We are. I believe we are a great creator. I mean, we are the way we were born. We're creator, and it's a beautiful thing. So you're saying go back to that point.
Yes, it's recognizing the God within, for sure. And also, you can also see the degree of confidence or not confidence really relates to the degree we are off from connecting with the divine within us.
So would you say when you don't have the self-confidence, you are further away from God? That's
further
why. You're
away.
further away from the Creator.
Right, correct.
And in order to have that bulletproof, you can't do it by yourself. You need to be connected.
Correct.
Okay.
So it's also understanding that the Creator really has a lot of qualities, and identifying in which particular qualities I'm off. And I actually developed the whole system, and it's a training of the mind, and it's called Imagined Life. It's a new company, and it's a really phenomenal practice that people really identify where they're off, what's they're missing in their life. And really it's about identity. So it's something that we believe about ourselves. Like, I'm sure you've met many people that would say something like, oh, I'm shy. And you go like, Is that really true? Oh yeah, I'm shy. Well, that's just part of you.
Yeah,
That's not all of who you are.
Yes, yes.
And I have shyness, but that's not who I am.
Mm-hmm.
We all have those feelings, but that's not who we are.
Okay, so what we're walking away from this one is because to develop bulletproof confidence is first step is to be connected to the soul who brought to the soul who created you, and therefore you could be holy, and then through meditation you could find that voice within you and the power within you. Can you give us your website really quick because we're running out of time?
Absolutely.
Where they get hold of you really quick?
Yes, it's coach_. That's my email. I forgot my
yes, fine.
website. Woo-hoo. It's coachfaye.com.
coachfaye.com, and then they can email you from there if they have any questions or they want to hire you as a coach.
Yes,
Is that correct?
absolutely.
Okay,
And they
good.
can actually have this free blueprint I'm the master of my
And
life
download it.
blueprint, and they can
Okay.
discover where exactly
Nice.
they're off from that authentic
Nice.
self.
Thank
that
you
they
so
are.
much for being on the show.
Thank you so much
Appreciate
for
your
having me
time.
here.
And also, I just want to say thank you to our sponsors, SkyVista.com, consulting.com, skinfitnesslv.com. We appreciate your support, and stay tuned. We'll be right back.